Hi friends, I am Shravana and welcome back to my channel Sparkling Future. Before starting with today's topic, I request all of you to subscribe to my channel and also please like, share, comment and hit the bell icon for the latest video notifications. Thank you. So from 9 days we have been learning Python, right? The basics and all. So let's do some hands-on on Python today. These are the scenarios I have noted down, like some mathematical calculations, simple ones, and some string operations, and we'll see some very simple scenario how to work with loops and how to use the format function. So these four that we will see in today's video. So using the Anaconda prompt, which we discussed in the previous videos, right? After installing the Anaconda, you will have this kind of folder in your uh, start bar, and you can click on this Anaconda prompt, and once you have this kind of prompt ready, you just type a Jupyter notebook, and a new Jupyter notebook will be opens up in your default browser. So we will do the operations in this. In the previous videos we have used spider. So in today's video we will see how to work with this, okay, so that you will have idea about both the tools, okay. So talking about the mathematical calculations or working with the integers, right? So the things like plus, like that. So just type something and you will be able, when you click on run, you will be able to see the answer here. Okay, so before itself, I mean, okay, go to file and you click on new notebook and Python 3, one new notebook will be present, and you can click on this button for saving it, and plus for creating a new cell, and cutting for deleting the cells, and so on. You can just go through, okay. So and let's say you wanted to do some multiplication, then type just 2 into 3 and click on run, and similarly 10 by 2, if I just say, it will return 5 by 0. And now let's say you wanted to get the 2 to the power of 4, okay, just give 2 stars and click on run, it gives the answer, okay. Anything, okay. 10 to the power of 10 to the power of 10 equal to this much, okay. So now using this 2 stars we can find the to the power of 10 to the power of 10 kind of calculations. Now let's see some strings. So India is my let's say there is a string like this. Let's work with I'm just running so that variable a will be created. So now the variable a is created with this string. So now let's see some examples how to work with strings. So now how to split it. This entire string is there, right? Split it with the space. How to do that is just put split, it will split, no need to mention the space or quotes or something, and a list of values will be created like this. Clear? It's very simple. Just give the split and it will create a list with the separated words, like split words with the space. And similarly, let's say you wanted to replace India, so a dot replace India with, let's say, Bharat, and when you run this, Bharat is my country and Bharat is created. So each and every what to say index will be, each and every occurrence will be replaced with whatever text that we are giving, okay. So next, let's say in a given string, let's see how to find a string, and we will use the function here, okay, just to show you that how to use functions in this Jupyter notebook. We can do direct one also, but let's write a small function. Let's say find word, okay, find word, and we will pass the entire string to that. And in the functions video I have explained about this colon, please go through that if you are not already done. Now what we'll say is find India. So now if you see here, I is caps here, okay. Let's say is, here it is small and somewhere it is large or something, right? I mean in caps, right? So for that what we can do is India, in this word we are searching, right? Here a dot split we can give. Okay, if you give like that, it will return the word. Okay, let's see this. Then you have, because this is a function, we have to call that. A is already defined as a string here, so I'm passing a directly. Don't get confused with this a and this a. This is the input parameter and this a is this string. Okay, and it is saying that true. And let's say I'm giving only small I, then it will return false. It will return false. So for that, what you have to do is a dot, there is a function called lower and similarly upper and all that whatever string functions available in other languages, right? So that all that are present in this Python as well. Okay. We have to give the parenthesis for each and every function, but in Scala actually we don't give, so but here we have to give. Okay, now when we run this, you can see that it is true. Even though it is a small case, the entire string is converted to lower. It doesn't matter for us in which case the word is, everything will be captured, because once all those things will be converted that to lower first and then split, and then we are checking the in condition. That's why it is returning the boolean value. Okay, that's how we'll search for something in the in a given string. So now let's count how many words are there. For example, India, how many times it is repeated. For that, let's write some function. Okay, count word, and let's pass the string here. So now for getting the count, we need to initialize one count variable. So here we will say for I in a dot split. Here also we can say lower dot split, so that each and every case will be covered. So now for this list, it's actually meaning is that list, because now we have seen, right, a dot split is, it's a list, it returns the list here. So now for each word in the list. Okay, so now let's check what are we checking for India. If we have to give, right, for giving the condition, then count equal to count plus 1, and now finally we will return count, and we will run this, and here let's now run this. It is saying 2. Now let's say, where is the string? Yeah, here, I love India. Just simply, okay, I'm adding one, so that one more India will be there, right? That's why. So now let me run this count word. What did I add? See, if you notice, there is one extra dot is there because of that reason. Now let me run this, and here you can see it has returned 3. Okay, so this is how we'll do the string actions. I mean some operations on the strings, like fetching the string or something, like finding a string, replacing a string, and then counting the words in the string. So all these things. Have we checked the find? Okay, if you wanted to get the in the index of the string, let's say if this first occurrence of this one, right? So we can just say a dot find India. It will return the 0, which means that 0 in the 0, sorry, this is the string, right? So it starts with 0 index, so this is the one. If I give is here, it will give 6, because in the A string 1 2 3 4 5 6 7, but it starts with 0, so this is 6, and it is returning. So what is the first index, first starting index of the this given string, that will return, this find method will return that one. So now let's say for you wanted to get the see how many words are there. Okay, how many times it is repeated, count is there. If you wanted to see the words, right? So for that, what you can do is, for index comma word in a dot, again we will do no, we will use enumerate method. Okay, let me use this one so that you will understand. So this enumerate method will return the indexes of the strings. So now let's print index comma word, and when we run this, it will give index of each and every letter that is present in the string. Okay, so this is the enumerate method. Enumerate method usually we use for getting the index of the one. Now you don't want in each letter level, but you want each word level. How many words are there in the string, right? So now run this and it will give index for each and every word in that string. Clear? So the same thing, for example, if you are searching particularly for India, then you can say if word equal to India, and you make sure that you are following the indentation, and it is giving the three different three times it is been repeated, so that the three indexes it is giving. One is repeated in the 0th index, second one is in 5th index, and third one is in 10th index. And similarly, actually you can try to get the second occurrence or third occurrence of a word as well. Okay, you can modify this and you can try to get, maybe you can take that as assignment and check whether you will be able to get the second occurrence or third occurrence of any word that you are checking for. Okay, so next one is we have done the mathematical operations, string operation. So before starting with, we will do the format function. Okay, what to do with format function is where are we? So format function, right? So this is again some function, anonymous function. Usually this will be used along with the print statement. Okay, I will show you one example. Now the capital city of India is New Delhi. Now there is a statement like this, and when you run here, it will print the same whatever we have. Let's say you wanted to print the values dynamically. Dynamically means in the format we can pass the variable here. Okay, based on that it will print the values of here. Let's say we are giving that, we are passing these two as variables. Okay, India comma New Delhi, variable 1, variable 2. Here you can assign this India to some a variable, you can assign this New Delhi to b variable, and you can pass a comma b here. And here instead of passing the something, so this is how we will pass it. Okay, so 0 means the first index, this index, whatever is the first coming inside this, and the 1 is the second one, and so on. You can add how many you want. So if you wanted to print different different outputs in a for loop, or based on something else, in some situation you wanted to pass some this function is called, and in some other case if you wanted to pass some dynamically, if you wanted to print the statements, then you can use this. Now let me run this. The brace should end here. Now let me run this. Now you can see, right, here we have given 0 and 1 inside the print, but it is giving the full statement saying that the capital city of India is New Delhi, and these two are passed here. So in here I am hard coding. Instead of hard coding, we can assign these variables to a and b or something else, and you can try as well. So this is very important while working with Python, because in when you wanted to print the dynamic values, we will use this format method. Okay, so this is about the format. Now we look into this scenario based question. In most of the cases, right, like when you are working in a project, you will have some scenarios, like there will be multiple conditions and you have to satisfy all those things for writing in the code. So here the scenario is write code to calculate the applicable offer to the customers based on the points. So there is a points for each customer, and based on the points we have to mention how much percentage they will be getting as a discount. So if the customer is having points less than 100, then no offer is applicable. If he is having points between 100 to 500, then 20% will be applicable. If they have more than 501 points, then they will have 40% discount. And if they have some special days like birthday or something, okay, anniversary, birthday, some crab day, then extra 10% discount will be there. Okay, so now first one is we define a function for this. Calculate discount, and to this what all we have to pass? We have to pass the points first. Based on that we have to check, and also there is a clause they have added, like if there is any special day, then we have to add some extra 10% discount. So is special day, we pass that as well. It's a integer, this one is boolean. So now inside this definition we will add all the if else conditions. Okay, before starting this in the if video, I actually forgot to explain you about the continue and break. Okay, continue, usually when you are working on a iteration, if you say continue, it will stop that iteration there, it will not execute the further statements, and it okay, here itself I'll write. Okay, don't get confused with this is something else, otherwise I'll remove this. Here I will write. Okay, now let's say if in a for loop, let's say for I in list 1 something, list 1, and inside this let's say if you have some condition like if I equal to 1, then continue. Okay, else if I equal to 4, I is less than 4, let's say. Okay, then do some operation. And if I is greater than 5, let's say. Okay, then break. Let's say there is some sample code. Okay, I'm simply for just for the explanation purpose I'm writing it here. So which means that if I equal to 1, because in this list 1 it is searching, right? If it has some value called 1, it here we have the continue, right? Which means that it will not execute any of these statements. If you have something here, right, there might be many here, or not only else if, okay, there will be some hundreds of the instructions you will be giving, it will not execute for that particular iteration, and again it will go back, it will increment the I value, it will check for the next value in the list, and if it is not 1, then it will continue. You got it, right? If you give the continue, only that particular iteration will be break and it will continue. Okay, but if you give break, right, this entire loop will be exit, it will come out of this entire loop. If you give the break, that's it, it will not execute the iteration again. So that is the difference between continue and break. Okay, so now I don't know, it might give error, so I just deleted. So now let's go back to this scenario. So there we have like if points less than or equal to, less than, right, less than some value, I forgot, if less than 100, if less than 100, then return no discount. Here I am just returning no discount, but you can actually perform any other operation that you want. Okay, you can try. Else if points greater than or equal, less, here less than or okay fine, less than or equal to, and here greater than 100, and points less than 500. So if this is the second one, 100 to 500, then give 20% discount. So less than 500, then return 20% discount. And also we have to do the check here. whether it's a special day, right? So if because this is we just decided that it will be a boolean, right? It's not a string, so I'm directly giving like this. It means that whether we are checking whether it's true or not. It won't take false. If is special day means it will check if it is true or not. Okay, so then you return 30% discount. Here I am hard coding. You can do plus 10 calculation as well. Okay, else return 20% discount. And again we have to check for another condition. Points are greater than or equal to 500 and points less than how much? Okay, 501 points means so 501, right? So we can say greater than 500. Then in such case it will be equal to, because either here or here we have to capture 500 means somewhere it should be equal to. Then again we have to have the same condition, so I'll just copy paste here, and here it is 40%. If extra special days we have to add 10, right? So here 50% discount. So it's clear, right? So whatever we have is, if the points are less than 100 we are not providing any discounts, and if any point greater than 100 and between 100 and 500, then usually 20. If it's a special day it's 30. If greater than 501 means 501 or greater means I have given greater than condition here. So then otherwise 40. If it's a special day it's 50. Okay, now let's execute this for some conditions. Let's say there are some 90 points and true, and it says no discount. Even if you change false here also it will not, because we don't have any particular conditions for the points less than 100. And please notice that because this is boolean we have to give the first letter to capital. Okay, so now for the same one let's send 340 and true. So 340 will fall between this, and it's a special day, so it should return 30% discount. If you see here it has returned 30% discount. And similarly if we have 501 and false, it should return 40% discount. Okay, and if you change it to true it should return 50%. Clear? So usually in the project related ones, I mean in the requirements we will have multiple if else statements, right? So this is how we will calculate. Okay, so these are the just for the hands-on that we have learned, right, in the previous videos. For that hands-on I have made these sample programs. So if you wanted to have any other hands-on, please provide in the feedback. We will work on it. Okay, thank you for watching the video, friends. Please subscribe to my channel for more interesting learnings. Thank you.